Guys, welcome to my new weekly analysis on gold. As always, I share my insights on gold as a gold trader on a weekly basis, how I take my trade on a daily basis. So I try to share the insight of my experience and exactly how I take my trade. So first thing I do in the morning or every new week is I go down, I move to a weekly time frame. My weekly time frame. So I try to identify the previous week low and my previous week high. So last week that was the same thing I did on this bearish candle as showing up right here. So this was my previous week candle, which was on the 30th of March. So after marking it out, this was the lowest point, and then the highest point. I need to mark it out just like here, right here, right? So after that I need to, after I define my the lowest and the highest point of my weekly, then I move down to the daily time frame, which is because my daily bias, it is starting by identify those zones. All right. So the previous week was, I think it was somewhere here, right? That was on the what date? Sorry, let's go back to the weekly time. I need to mark it out so that there will be no mix up. So let's be real. This is how exactly I do my trade on a daily basis, and then I do go down to the daily time frame. Check it out. This is the high. This was the high of the previous week, not this week that just passed by, because today is Monday as of the time I'm recording this video. Today is Monday, and that was the upper week, let's say upper week. So this from this candle, let's say, okay, sorry, this was on this, from this candle, this was the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday. So last week Monday, which was the last week Monday, we can see a sweep coming to the low of the upper week. So this is the reason why I start doing my analysis right from the weekly time frame, because I want to see something just like this as an SCT trader, because I'm an SCT trader, and my strategy is based on sweeping of the liquidity, the previous week high or low, or the previous day low or high. So after identifying the sweep of liquidity, I want to see a returning back to the into that weekly zone. After sweeping the low or high, I want to see a new candle forming, is either in the beginning of the new week. I want to see returning into that trend, the support turning a resistance line. So after I identify that, I mark out my daily open, just like as it is here, right here. I need to mark out my daily open. So my daily, which is what I did on a daily basis. I trade on the New York session, and then there are some times that I take my trade when I if I find a good opportunity, an entry point at the London session, then I take the trade. But if not, I stay back and wait for my trading zone, trading time session. So after marking the daily open, what I did next is moving to the 1 hour time frame. So the 1 hour time frame is what tells me everything or what I need to do next. So here is it. Sorry. So here it is. So as on Monday, I try on Tuesday. Sorry, I didn't take any trade on Monday because that Monday is when it's the sweep of liquidity. As you can see, this is my PWL, which referring to a previous week low, right? So on Monday open, what happened? The market came sweeping the low of the previous week, which is marking as my upper week because today is Monday. Now the last week is already this my last week trade. I'm revealing here. So here we can see on Monday all this happens. So on Tuesday, after identifying this zone or the sweep of liquidity, so I took a buy position right at the London session. The reason why I took the buy was that when I woke up, I found out this movement. You can see the bullish. This is already engulfing candle. From here, we have an inside candle that we're just forming here, just like some, like I can say, like accumulating right here. And if you go to the more lower time frame, you can see that this zone are accumulation zone. So after that, I saw this bullish candle before a rejection, which is a pin bar, just a little pin bar. It's not really a good confirmation. Then after that, this bearish candle closes below, showing some a type of an evening star, right? So, but my expectation was that on this, that if I see another candle printing below of this bearish candle, showing a bearish reversal, because this evening star is already a sign on its own. It's already a sign on its own. So which is an evening star. We all know it as a forex trader. So it's a reversal trade. It's a reversal pattern. So my expectation on this candle was that if I see another candle printing below of this bearish candle, then I'll be selling. But fortunately, uh, I see a bullish candle printing. So and it closed right above the bearish candle. So that was what gave me the confidence of taking this trade on Tuesday. You can see it engulfed this bearish candle, so signaling a bullish reversal or bearish reversal either. So that also was the reason why I took my buy right here, right on this candle. I think was right on this candle after that candle closed. So I took the buy, but fortunately got stopped out right on break even because after the price moved in my favor for some pips like 10 to 20 pips, I tried to break even my trade. So I will be on a zero risk, right? So but fortunately price stopped me out on the break even. So on that trade I'll make nothing. That was on Tuesday, right? So but later I have to turn my bears. I change my bears, which is I discovered that this was already forming a type of a reversal like a W pattern or triple bottom pattern. So if you're a trader, a forex trader, you should know all this that I'm saying. So I take my time before taking any trade. So on that very Tuesday, I think I did another scalping right here, but I didn't really remember. I didn't remember that much, but I do some scalping because after that reverse, after stopping out with this bearish candle, I think I took a scalping. I took that scalp right from here, right from this candle. So right from this candle, I think I make a little profit, and because I was targeting the low of this previous low. So but I didn't mark it out though. So that goes like that. So on Wednesday, after waking up, same thing happened. I mark out, I start doing my analysis every day from Monday to Friday. I start doing my analysis right from on the daily time frame. What happened? So that was on Tuesday, right? Then on Wednesday, then I try to which one is Wednesday? This is Wednesday, right? Wednesday. Was it Wednesday? I think I'm making mistake right here now. So on Wednesday, this is Wednesday, yes. All right, this is Wednesday. So Wednesday, uh, I when I woke up at London session, same thing happened. So I took my buy position because according when I woke up, I saw all this big move that Asia session has created. So into back into that the previous week low, as I've mentioned earlier. So that was the reason why I took the buy position right here. I took my buy entry. I mark out my zone. I saw a neckline. Was a neckline of the W pattern. This was the neckline, so you can see it very well. I put it right there. So I mark it. I identify this zone and I identify this my resistance zone that has it has been broken, right? So right on that resistant turning support zone, I took my buy position right here at the London session. On the London session, so I took my buy position and imagine, look at how I just back in that I back in a lot of cash in on this trade right here. So as you can see, I was risking how much how much was what was my risk was about 50, let's say 60 pips I was risking on this trade. And then what happened next, and my target uh was close to 600 and something, right? Let's say 500 pips. That is massive, but guys, that's massive, guys. So that was on a London session, the London session. Then later on the day after New York session, I figured out here, right here, I think there is a fair value gap that occurred here. That was a retracement, right? So that retracement gave me another confluence, which make me to add more position right in the evening period, right? And I was targeting the same high of my previous target. So look at how the trade just goes straight in my direction, right? So on Thursday, same thing happened. I discovered when I, after at the London session, I figured out this H2 fair value gap. Uh, let's say H2 FVG, right? So this is it, right? So that was the fair value gap that it created at the on the Asian session. So I discovered that on the New York session and London session. Sorry, guys. So I took my buy right on that zone. The problem is that my trading style is quite different. I think maybe I don't know if it is because as a beginner trader, I don't know, but this is my style and it suit my style. Is I have I've adapted myself already. I've used to my strategies or my way of looking at the charts. When I do my analysis right from the weekly time frame, I go down to the daily time frame. After that, I go to the 1 hour time. I don't complicate it. So see if I if I figure out my entry zone on a 1 hour time frame, I take my trade. I don't complicate it. I take my trade. I don't move further to the lower time frame, 15 minutes, 30 minutes. Sometimes I just put my chart to the 30 minutes just for me to see the differences, you know. So but I don't really complicate it. I don't complicate it. So if I see my entry zone, my entry conference are met at 1 hour time frame, I take it. And if it's confirmed on the 30-minute time frame, I take it. That is how I do my trade on a daily basis. So on a 2 hours time frame, I figure out this fair value gap that is created on the New York Asian session. So I decided to take the trade right here, right? So and look at how I bargain the profit right here, straight to my profit, to my target. So same thing on Friday, I did the same way of trading, the same way of doing the analysis. Then I bargain here on this trade. Last week was it has not getting to my profit yet, but on this trade read on over this little movement that the market has moved in my favor, I've bagged in a lot right on that trade. Yeah, believe me, guys. So that is just as simple. I make my trade to be look so simple. Here you can see the fair value gap, H4's fair value gap, which this has been marked out for this new week, which I'm looking out for. That if gold have to make any retracement, that means for this new week, so this is going to be the lowest point that the market can got to. And if it broke below, then we should be looking out for another level on the higher time frame, which can be an interest zone. Right here, this my yellow rectangle here, it is a weekly support level. You can see weekly support and a fair value gap, that which this last week has been, it has already traded into that zone. But I'm still expecting in the future we can still be expecting price coming into that level again. So for this week now, I've already done the same analysis. I've done my proper analysis. My weekly, move down to the, sorry guys, so to the weekly time frame. As usual, this thing I need to delete, I need to delete all this. So for this week, I've already, this week has been marked out. My previous week low, which was here, this was last week, right? Let's close this one, let's remove this. So and then uh, this is my, I think this was last week high. And then to the daily time frame, let me take this so that it can be easier for me. And then the daily time frame, I go down to the daily time frame from right from here. This is the our daily time frame. Then I mark out the opening price, the open price. The reason why I do this is because that is based on my strategy, guys. I need to know the open price of each day. So here it was, here mark out my previous week high and then my previous week low. This is the lowest point the market got last week. So I want to see any sweep above this previous high, this previous week high, or before before rejecting. I want to see some rejection right here. You can see from today now we have been seeing a sort of a weak rejection on those candles right here. So I'm still expecting here. I want to see some reaction, and then look at here. This was the low of the Asian session, which I've already marked out. That is showing me, it's giving me some a liquidity sweep, right? A liquidity sweep. So uh, I I just want to see a breaking above this zone. If you break above this zone, right, then I will be looking to buy from. I was expecting to buy from this zone before, but I'm not. Today is Monday, and I don't like trading on Monday. So this is how I do my analysis though. So if you are really interested in knowing more, or I have a Telegram channel where I share my analysis on a daily basis, where I give my signal on a daily basis. Even on a WhatsApp group, I have a WhatsApp group. So if you are really interested, please guys, so kindly subscribe to my YouTube also, and join me on the Telegram channel. Link will be below in my profile, on my bio, and then so that we can learn together and then make money together, I think, right? So this is going to be all for today, guys, and I hope we see for next week analysis again, or my weekly recap. See you guys. Ciao.